Good morning, happy Friday. Is this by chance your last day of work before taking a little break for the holiday season? It is for me. I'm really excited / nervous. It's like I've been so focused on my work and being of service this year because of the year that it's been, that I have this knowing, this intuition that, hi Putu, how are you doing? Oh my God, mwah, hi. I have this sort of knowing, this intuition that's saying, Katie, I know you want a break, but, oh look, I've got my lights are going off. I know you want a break, but you know what you're like. Hi Kellyanne, hi darling. And I'm a little bit nervous that I'm going to suddenly have nothing to do, because here's the thing, I've got so much support now and we've put so much in place and we've automated a bunch of stuff so that we can all have a holiday. And my intention is to just not be on social media, to not be on my phone, to not open my laptop for 2 whole weeks. And while I'm excited about that, there is a part of me that's like, Katie, do you actually know what to do with yourself when you don't have to show up in that way? Hi Rebecca, hello darling. Welcome to my Christmassy lounge room. I had to do it in front of the tree, right? There's only a handful of days that this is possible. And actually this is the last day, because the next time you see me live, it will be the 4th of January and the tree won't be here anymore. So this is the last chance to get the tree in the picture, which I love. I love my Christmas tree. So yeah, but then I was thinking this morning while I was getting ready and walking the dog, I thought, actually, Katie, you totally know what you're going to do for 2 weeks. And this is my favorite time of year to just start dreaming and visioning and doing some planning. And like James and I will take walks and talk. Thank you, Rebecca, it is a gorgeous tree. And we're going to talk about our future, and we're going to create a vision board for our dream to live in Australia. So I can go home after, like in February, it'll be 20 years that I've lived here. 20 years. I don't even know where that time's gone, but I've always known I'd go back, and thankfully I met a man that wants to go too. So we're going to start making our plans and get all juiced up for that, because it's not going to be that far away. 5 or 6 years is the idea. So we, yeah, I'm going to spend the next couple of weeks planning and dreaming and creating vision boards and doing all that juicy stuff that you always wish you had time for but sort of never do, you know. So actually it's going to be great. What did I want to talk about today? Something came up for a very special client of mine yesterday, and well, what am I saying? All of my clients are very special. I love them all dearly. Hi Boomer, did you want to come and say hello quickly? Hold on, come here. Come say a quick hello, because it's our last live for 2 whole weeks. Say hi. Look, they're over there. They're over there. He's going to sit at my feet and probably knock the camera over. So, yes, beautiful client. They're all beautiful. And she's really struggling with something at the moment. It's just, she's finding Christmas really stressful. There's a lot coming at her. Yeah, Rebecca, it is huge. I know, yeah, right. It's very exciting, and it's time to start making some proper plans. So yeah, she's struggling. Christmas feels overwhelming, it feels stressful. She's a single mum, she's got 2 children, there's lots going on, she's busy, and she's exhausted. I don't know if any of you are closing out this year feeling really tired. I've spoken to a few women who are so tired. And we do, especially in the UK, I think because of the weather, you know, like it's grey outside right now, and it's cold, and it's, you know, it's the end of a long year. It's been a particularly challenging year for so many people. And a lot of the women I'm speaking to are just tired. I had my tired phase the first couple of weeks of December. That's when I was unwell. So I've actually had some time off already this month, and I recharged in that time. So I'm actually starting my 2-week holiday feeling energized and good, which is wonderful, actually. Hi Kelly, hi Liz, hi guys, nice to see you. But you know, a lot of the women I'm speaking to, and I don't know if any of you watching can relate, are very, very, very tired. and they need a break. They are done. And what came up for this particular client, I'm going to keep her very anonymous, was a pattern of behavior that I wanted to share with you in case you relate, because it's a sneaky one, very sneaky one. I've fallen trapped to it many a time as well. And it's the kind of the ultimate self-sabotage. So when she was growing up, she had the experience that her parents didn't listen to her needs. They didn't even ask her what she needed or what she wanted or what she desired. Their needs came first. They had very busy social lives. They traveled. Her parents had a great, fun, interesting life, and she was kind of like in the way, or a little add-on. She wasn't considered. She was sent away to boarding school. She never wanted to go, and she was just desperate for their attention, and she didn't get it. And no one asked her what was fun for her. No one asked her what she wanted to do. She just kind of had to fall in line with the adult stuff and their parties and their travels and their plans for her to be sent away to school and so on. And she promised herself that she would never do that to her kids. She promised herself that she would listen to her children, that she would ask them what they wanted, she would make that happen. And you can understand that, right? Like, that makes sense. Careful, Boomer. That makes sense. And we love our children, and of course we want to create beautiful, wonderful lives for them. And as conscious parents, we also want to create an experience for them that isn't going to hurt them, that's going to bring out the best in them. So if we've had experiences like this client had, of not being seen or heard or acknowledged, not being asked about, like encouraged, like, who are you? What's unique and special about you? How can we encourage that and make that happen? If you didn't have that experience, then it's very understandable that you'd want to help your children to have that experience. And while that is a beautiful intention, here's what I want you to hear. Because this is the sting in the tail. This is where the self-sabotage comes in. If, like, I'm using this client's example, and then you throw in your own examples, see how this resonates for you. But if your motivation to do anything is coming from a place of, I don't want to recreate that experience, in a roundabout way, you're creating a double whammy recreation of that experience, because you're creating something in your life, you're making decisions based on something you don't want to happen. For this particular client, there has been wounding there for her, and she's addressing it now, and she's doing very freaking deep work. Like, she is in the trenches doing the work. She is hurting right now. It's like proper blood, sweat, and tears transformational work right now. It's not pretty or pleasant, but she's freaking determined to get to the other side, and she will, and she is. Like, she's doing amazing. What we're noticing, though, is because her childhood wounding hasn't been even understood in the first instance, let alone acknowledged and healed, she's making decisions based on, like, a reaction to her past pain, if that makes sense, rather than in response to the truth of who she is, the true aligned kind of desires of her heart and soul, from a healed place. She's not making decisions from a healed place. And so there's a lot of activity going on right now in the lead up to Christmas, which is already busy, and now it's even busier. Sorry, I'm trying to stop my dog from knocking over the camera. Where she's noticing, like, I don't want to be doing this. She's doing lots of stuff for her kids. Lots. Her kids are getting to do all sorts of fun and interesting things that light them up and make them happy, to their mum's detriment. You know, it's not true that she hates every second of it. She loves seeing her girls happy. There's elements of what they're doing together that's actually fun and she enjoys. It's not like it's all bad. And she's exhausted, and she knows that she's on a treadmill doing a lot that doesn't make her happy. It's exhausting her, and she keeps going at it because she doesn't want her kids to have the experience she had as a little girl. But she's so tired. She's so tired. And so really there's an invitation coming right now for her to start making decisions and choices in her own life and for the lives of her children that are aligned with the truth of who she is and that has her feel good and that feels true to her. And it's about desires moving forward, responding to those desires moving forward rather than reacting to past pain. Does that make sense? Because when we're making decisions where we're reacting to past pain, we're actually only recreating those experiences for ourselves. And interestingly, she is continuing the experience for herself of not receiving what she needs. Right? She's serving to her own detriment. So her childhood experience of nobody listening to what she needs and not being heard, not being understood, feeling ignored, feeling abandoned, it's still going on for her now and she's in her 50s, right? She's still experiencing that. And it's a double whammy. And it's always a double whammy when we're reacting to the past. I did it when I had, if you've seen my TEDx talk that I did for Google a few years ago, if you've read my book, you'll know my rock bottom story. And it was my rock bottom moment when I was on the floor with deep anxiety, depression, utter overwhelm, totally didn't know who I was, just felt so utterly lost in the world, so misunderstood, couldn't see the wood for the trees. That rock bottom moment that I had, that's when I realized I was trying all my life to not be like my mum, because my mum she suffered anxiety and clinical depression. Interestingly though, now I'm starting to understand there was a tie-in with perimenopause for her that wasn't understood then. So she had all this hormonal stuff going on as well. But I didn't want to be like that. I didn't want to end up depressed. So I'm 46 now. Mum took her life when she was 49. I didn't want to be that woman. I was living my life. So from the age of 22, I was living my life determined to not end up depressed, suffering anxiety, not knowing my place in the world, not knowing who I was or what I was meant to do. Like, this was my mum's experience. I didn't want to be that woman. I loved my mum. There's a lot about my mum that I did want to be, like her maternal love, her maternal unconditional love. I definitely wanted to bring that forward. There's a lot that I didn't want. And that was one of the things. And I woke up that day on the floor, having taken some Valium and hoping the world would go away. And I realized, holy shit, I have become my mum. I was trying so hard not to. Every decision and choice I was making in my life was in reaction to past pain. And rather than avoid what I was trying to avoid, I was actually recreating it tenfold. Thankfully, I realized. Thankfully, I had support. I had support like my mum didn't have. And people didn't just try to give me drugs. It wasn't a drug situation. It was a spiritual awakening and deep transformational work that dug me out of that hole and had me remember the truth of who I am and helped me to show up in the world in a way that feels authentic and true for me and on purpose. And now I'm very happy to say I'm living that life. And I want that for you too. Don't get me wrong, I'm very honest. It's not all like rainbows and unicorns every day of the week. It's not. I am human having a human experience and I have my challenges. But what I know for sure is every day I have the choice to live in response to the present moment, aligned with the present moment, aligned with my healed self, or in reaction to the past, in reaction to past pain. That's our choice every day. And I know for sure that when we live our truth, it is always, always, always a win-win for both people. So if for this client, and we'll be having a chat soon about this, if for this client, leading into Christmas especially, it's time for her to say no to her kids. Like, you don't want to say no to your kids at Christmas, right? maybe there's elements, maybe there's little tweaks here and there where she might need to say no, or she might need to back off, she might need to stop and stop trying to be super mum, and trust that in that decision where she puts herself first, it will be a win-win. Not least, she'll be modeling to her beautiful children what it means to love yourself. Like, what a gift. What a gift. She'll be modeling to them how to live aligned. What a gift. She might even have some honest, open conversations with her about what she's been doing and how she's been showing up in the world in reaction to her past. And that lesson that she's learning, and she could pass on that lesson to them now. What a gift, right? It's a win-win. So I've got a few messages here. Now let me see if I can read them, because Facebook doesn't usually let me click into them on my phone. Hold on. Rebecca's saying, I'm actually okay and quite energized about the new year, but then I have had most of the year off. Yeah, I suppose you have, Rebecca, but you've been busy, you've been doing the house stuff, and there's no getting away that while you weren't working, Rebecca, you had the stress of losing a business. That's depleting, you know. You've really ridden the roller coaster this year, darling. Christmas is full of expectation, I think, and lots of false expectation that feels real, i.e. everyone is having a lovely family Christmas card type time, but it's not true. That does make perfect sense. Yeah, totally. Yeah, beautiful. Kelly, hello, darling. I resonate with not wanting to be like my mum in certain ways for different reasons and ending up recreating it. Yeah, it's pretty much textbook guaranteed. If you're trying to not experience something, you are creating the experience of that tenfold. Yeah, because your focus isn't on behaving in the desired, aligned way. Your focus is on something that you don't want. We get what we focus on. It's that basic principle, right? We get what we focus on. Kellyanne said, I totally think I've been doing this. I don't want to be my mum, and I should focus on who I do want to be instead. Yeah, exactly, honey. Yes. Hi, Linda. Hello. Kelly, yes, what a gift to give your children. Self-love is self-responsibility. Amen. Yep. Yeah, so I hope that there's something there for those of you who are watching this now, and those of you who are catching the replay. And if you are watching the replay, just do hashtag replay and let me know how this lands for you. I'm always interested to hear. Hi, Linda, just came across you live. Yay, hi. This is my last live until the 4th of January. So I'm having 2 weeks, proper break. Oh, look, the lights just went off at the same time as I said that. So I'll see you then, but we are posting some fun videos which were created throughout this year, and actually some older ones that I know will support you over the next couple of weeks. So you're still going to have lives from me, but they're recorded. So I dug out some of my favorites from earlier this year and from last year, and maybe there's one even from the year before. But I've chosen some good ones that I think will support you and entertain you over the next couple of weeks. So I'm not really going anywhere. Anyway, I'll see you Monday. Have a wonderful, wonderful holiday season, whatever you're doing. I know it's going to be different for a lot of us this year. James and I are on our own on Christmas Day. We're planning to go for a swim though. We're going to drive down to the beach, and we're wondering if we'll wear wetsuits or not. Are we going to like really tough it out or not? Kendra's saying, sounding like this one's for me. Will hashtag replay to start and immer. You are so brave and such an inspiration. Oh, thank you, Kendra, darling. You're welcome. I'm afraid it won't let me click in now. Kelly, thank you, Katie. Merry Christmas. Enjoy your holes. Look forward to seeing you on the 4th. I'm going to come into Evolution membership now, Kelly, and do another live because I just want to say hi to all my Evolution members. And actually, on that note, please, if you're not a member of Evolution membership, come and join us. We are such an amazing group of women, like super spiritual, super open-hearted, just wanting to suck the marrow out of life, really willing and doing the work, supporting each other, learning so much. We bring in these amazing experts every month to teach on whatever the monthly theme is. So whether it's about money or leadership or spirituality or self-care. Like, there's so many different monthly themes, and we're learning a lot, learning and growing together. It's so supportive, it's so loving, and I'm praying that in 2021 I can run a retreat for us. This is my big desire. I want to go to Africa, but I feel like I should pull it back a bit and stay a little bit more local. But yeah, destination requests will be received. If there's anywhere you want to go, I will consider it. But yeah, if you're not a member of Evolution Membership, please come join us. It's super cool. I'll put the link here for you. Kellyanne saying, in for a penny, in for a pound, go for that cold swim. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do that. Yeah. Merry Christmas. All right, my darlings. Mwah. I'll see you in the new year. It's gonna be a good one. Can you feel it? It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Love you. Bye.